What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So I want to go over two oversold stocks that are beaten down so heavily recently that I'm seriously considering buying a little bit of. I might actually end up buying into both of these stocks. We'll see. And of course, I'll let you guys know. And I want to break these down a bit further. We'll take a look at some technicals, talk about some recent news, fundamentals with these companies. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys find value. Get yourself some free money as well. You might as well from M1 Finance and from WeBull. You could also check out my Patreon. All of those are linked down below. And let's get right into the video. And by the way, guys, the markets are moving higher today. SPY is up 0.3%, up over $1. The Nasdaq's crushing it. Russell's up. And let's take a look at the Dow. Dow's actually at break even, but overall, it looks like the uptrend is continuing in the market as of now. And of course, we'll talk more about that later on in the second video today, which should be coming out in a couple of hours. So stock number one is ARVL, ticker symbol ARVL, and this used to be known as CIIC. And if you guys have been following my YouTube channel for a couple months, couple weeks, we've covered this a lot. You know, CIIC was trading in the 30s, 35s. I believe it was in the 40s at one point as well. And the SPAC merger went through, right? That was a couple weeks ago, and ever since then, as the ticker changed from CIIC, you guys can see here it went up to $37. It went down about 21. Then the SPAC merger went through end of March. After that, guys, and like a lot of these SPACs, this stock ended up tanking. I mean, look at this. ARVL, which again, it just changed to this a couple weeks ago. This is down. It was at $21 roughly, popped to $25. Now it's down to almost $15 flat. It actually went under $15. When was that? A couple days ago, maybe yesterday. Either way, guys, this stock has been cut in half from almost $25.30. Now it's all the way down to $15. And no doubt about it, this was probably frothy at $30, at $40. I mean, the market cap now is almost $10 billion. So you have to understand, was this worth $40 billion? Or not even 40, more like 25, 30 billion? Probably not. I mean, they're not really making money right now. Although the future is very bright, which is why I'm looking at this as a $10 billion market cap. And I'm like, okay, if this goes down even into the single digits or it stays at 10, whatever, it's pretty attractive, right? It's at a better valuation. So ARVL overall, they focus on designing, research and development, assembly, and production of robotics and electric vehicles. They offer trucks, vans, buses, and other commercial vehicles. The company serves in the United Kingdom, the US, Germany, and Russia. And they actually just established their headquarters over in Charlotte, North Carolina, guys. And that was actually back in December, and they're adding around 150 new employees and investing roughly $3 million towards the company's new offices on South Tryon Street in South End. So that's pretty cool. Again, we talked about they're in the UK, they're in Germany, they're in Russia, now they're in the USA. This is a good sign for global expansion, right? Getting that brand around the globe. And one thing that's awesome is over a year ago, it was back in April 2020, the UPS announced an order of 10,000 purpose-built EVs from UK-based ARVL, and the initial 10,000 vehicles will be rolled out in the UK, Europe, and North America from 2020 to 2024, worth hundreds of millions of euros each year. UPS has the option to purchase a further order of 10,000 vehicles during this period. UPS venture capital arm also announced, if you guys remember this, I forget when this was, about a year ago, they announced an investment in ARVL of an undisclosed amount. And we see, and this came from the CEO here, UPS has been a strong strategic partner of ARVL, providing valuable insight to how electric delivery vans are used on the road and how they can be optimized for drivers. Together, our teams have been creating bespoke electric vehicles based on our flexible skateboard platforms that meet meet the end-to-end needs of UPS from driving, loading, unloading, depot, and back office operations. We are pleased that today's investment and vehicle order creates even closer ties between our two companies. And I believe they did have a relationship even a couple years prior to this. So UPS and Arrival, they've been, they've had a relationship for a couple years at least at this point. And on top of that, Hyundai, right? Or Hyundai, however you want to pronounce it. I say Hyundai. I don't know why the heck I say it like that. Them and Kia, they actually ended up investing in Arrival. Hyundai Motor Company and Kia Motors Corporation announced today $100 million, euro investment in UK-based Arrival, and that was back in, when was that? That was a couple months ago as well, or maybe even a year ago, and the investment marks the start of a strategic partnership between the automakers to jointly accelerate the adoption of commercial electric vehicles globally. Hyundai and Kia will use Kia Arrival technologies to help achieve their recently announced goal to develop mobility services and electrify their vehicle fleets. So overall, guys, look, I gave you some broad information about some interesting partnerships, investments, UPS, Hyundai, we have Kia, we have a lot of vehicles rolling out from now, 2021 throughout 2024, and maybe they buy even more UPS. They put a bigger order in, and this shows that there's a lot of upside in Arrival. They're expanding. They came here in the U.S., and in my opinion, as long as Arrival maintains this strong relationship with the UPS and they build on top of this and they order more vehicles or vans, whatever you want to call them, and this might be a lot to ask for, but not really at the same time, because it seems like they have everything lined up. Now they just have to execute, right? And if things work out, this could easily be a $20 billion, $30 billion company down the road. I truly believe that, maybe even more. Who knows? There's a lot of potential in this space. So for me, guys, I'm looking at this as a pretty decent deal, honestly, at $15. And like I said, it's down even more from CIIC. So number one here, we have Arrival. That is one that I'm super excited about. And the second stock here is actually Skillz, SKLZ. If you guys don't remember, Skillz was at $46. Now it's sitting at $17. So this one's down well over 60%. And I don't piggyback on what Cathie Wood does, what ARK Invest does. That is not what I do, but when you see a person like that and a fund like that that's done well, they have the resources, they might even know some inside information. Who knows, guys? When you see them loading the boat on a stock, that's a pretty good indication that there's some potential there. And again, we're not going to copy what she's doing, what they're doing. No, but it's, again, a good indication. And I'm not in Skillz right now, but this is one that, okay, we're making lower lows right now, no doubt about it. And at this point in time, we're down 5% today on the 8th of April. And on the hourly chart here, take a look at where we are. We're right by $17 if this thing wants to load. Come on, ThinkOrSwim. Don't do this to me now. There we go. We could just zoom in here. You guys can see we're right at that $17 support that we've held pretty much since the end of March. So if this breaks, which again, it looks like we're doing right now, I think Skillz could go lower in the short term, maybe $15, $16, and they do have earnings coming up in the beginning of May, which could be a catalyst to turn things around here. So with this being down 65%, it's definitely worth watching, and they are in a pretty big industry that has a lot of future potential. They operate a mobile games platform that connects players worldwide. The platform hosts casual esports tournaments, and they actually just partnered up with the NFL a couple of months ago, and they're teaming up with Skillz to crowdsource a future mobile esport. As part of the agreement, the two sports organizations will host a global game developer challenge. Competitive gaming, or rather competing developers, will have the opportunity to develop an NFL-themed mobile game. The game will be powered by the Skillz esports platform and will have joint marketing support from both the NFL and Skillz. The combination of the NFL brand and the Skillz platform will set the stage for the future of esports competition. And if we look at their revenue, they've actually been making some money. Take a look at this, guys. And by making money, I don't mean to the bottom line, so let me rephrase that. They're still operating at a loss. loss, but the total revenue is solid. So they're bringing in a lot of sales. I mean, take a look at this screenshot. Back in 2018, they did about, what is that, in the thousands? Yeah, $50 million in revenue. In 2019, they doubled up. They more than doubled up. They did 120,000, or rather 120 million in 2019. And in 2020, they did $230 million, guys. So they've doubled up the past 2 years. That's a lot of revenue growth. And who knows? Who knows what they're going to do for this year? Again, they have earnings coming up in the next couple of months or weeks rather, and that's going to be quite interesting to see. So overall, guys, look, there's a lot of growth in Skillz. There's a lot of potential with Arrival, with future orders from UPS, and especially if they execute, man, guys, they're going to have some potential in my opinion. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you all enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you smash that like button gently though. Don't hurt it. Just tap that like button lightly, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to see further content like this. And you could also check out my Patreon link down below. We're doing real-time buy and sell alerts on there, morning update videos. We're breaking down stocks every morning, the futures market, breaking news, and all that kind of stuff every single day on Patreon, plus call outs, exclusive access to me. Check that out down below. And you could also get $30 free from M1 Finance. All you have to do is deposit any amount of money, and you get $30 to invest with, and all of those again are linked right down below. So I'll catch you all later on in the next video. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Have a great day. Keep crushing the markets, guys. Stay safe out there. Peace out.